Libra, welcome to Ashestolovetarot and welcome to your September 2025 monthly reading. So we're going to be having a look at everything that's happening for you this month. Okay, so we're going to look at your energy generally, okay, and then we're going to also look at your love life, which is that card, and your money, and your health. And also, Libra, keep in mind when I say health, I don't just mean physical health. I also mean your mental and emotional health as well, okay? And then we're also going to look at your work, your spirit, the most important thing that you need to know right now, and then of course advice from spirit. So let me see. Love, money, health, work, spirit, and then one more. Okay, so also keep in mind, Libra, that this is a general reading, so if the messages are not resonating, don't try to make them fit. It just means I'm not tapped into your energy this time, okay? So your energy this generally this month is this mastery. So you're going to be making some big changes. You're going to be figuring out how to make things work, like it's giving the energy of the temperance, right? Making things work, finding that balance. And then, this 32 breaking down to a 5, which is, the Hierophant. And also 5 being changes. So there is a lot of changes coming in for you that you are on top of, okay? So the things that have been stressing you out, that you spent more than enough time up in your head stressing and trying to figure out, it's like this month you take control of it. You figure everything out and you're looking and feeling good, okay? You have everything that you need. Excuse me. You have everything that you need. Like I said, you're just in your element, Libra. So when it comes to your love life, you have this card, Grace, with the number 17, which is the energy of the star, right? And also breaking down to an 8 with it, which is the energy of the strength card, right? So when it comes to your love life, it's like you're giving your person grace and you're giving yourself grace, okay? So it's like your love life is feeling magical again. It's feeling whimsical again, okay? So if there had been any kind of deception, deceit, any type of lie, anything that didn't seem on the up and up, whether it was you or your person that did this, is kind of like this month it's like you're giving each other grace, okay? So you're forgiving each other, you're looking at each other, at the goodness in each other, the beauty in each other, okay? Because you both want to keep going forward, okay? You both want the relationship, you both want each other, okay? So when it comes to your money, you have this card, Just, okay? So let's get 3 cards and see what that is about. So when it comes to your money, this is the energy of that of the Justice card, right? You have the scales here with the feather and the heart and the number 11, 29 breaking down to an 11. So Let's see. 3 tarot. You have the Hermit in reverse and Strength in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune and the World in reverse. Wow, okay. So, Libra, when it comes to your money, you've been feeling down and out, okay? You've been feeling like, you know, like you've been mustering up the courage to go on, because maybe you've been really stressed out when it comes to the bank account, okay? Maybe you've been feeling like you've had to spend where you don't want to be spending, you know, like necessities or emergencies happening out of nowhere, or just wondering, you know, if you're making enough. Like if it feels like you're spending enough, then you're spending more than you're making, type of situation. So you've just been feeling like, you know, like you need courage, okay? Like you need courage to deal with this whole situation. Like whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been trying to do, just hasn't been working, and you've been feeling like you've just been stuck, okay? Like you've just been stuck, like something needs to change. And it's like this, it's like September, it's like something does change, things balance out, things become fair again, okay? So so when I stop shuffling, we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So it's like, it feels like you're going to stop going back and forth in your head with you know, just going round and round with trying to like figure out a solution or figure out what to do or where you should be placing your attention. And it's like in September you get things figured out. You find that stopping point, you find that center, you find that calm, you get this mastery, and it sets you into this 9 of Pentacles, which is sitting pretty, okay? Which is having everything that you want. So sitting handsome, sitting pretty, you know, like you're good, okay? So this laziness is your health. So when it comes, like I said, when it comes to your health, I'm not just talking about your physical health, I'm also talking about your mental health and your emotional health. So Libra, it looks like when it comes to all of that, you have been very lazy or you will be tempted to continue to not do much, you know, like if you know there's a cloud hanging over you and you know that like maybe you need to speak to a professional, you know, to get out of that funk, or if you feel like, you know, maybe you can take matters in your own hands and you can just work out a little bit more to get those endorphins going, or you know, getting out with friends, whatever you can do on your own to raise your vibration. It's like you know, you've been choosing to not but in September, you know, like you can start to make some changes, okay? This Page of Swords flew out. So bottom of the deck is this Ace of Wands in reverse. So Libra, in September, where you've been feeling like you've been feeling stuck, like you've been feeling like there's just this obstacle in your way, like you just can't get through it, or you don't know how to get through it, or you know, whether that is a workout routine, whether that is a mental health situation, or a emotional situation, like going through something with somebody. It's like in September, you start looking into things, okay? You start learning about what you can do. You start, like I said, doing research, okay? You start watching videos on it. You start reading books and different articles on it, okay? You start making those changes, okay? So that's good. And then this position is your work, and it says depreciation and self-doubt, okay? So Libra, at work, if you feel like you've been knocked down a peg, like, you know, somebody made you feel like, you know, you lost your crown type of situation, like something about your job, something or someone about your job has been making you feel like you're not doing your job well, or is this even the right job for you, like all of that type of situation. It's like getting past those shadows, getting past all of those doubts, you know, those self-doubts, you know, realizing that you are very capable, you know, you got the position, you're in the position because you are very capable, and you can always learn more. You can always you know, you can always do more to sharpen your skills, okay? So let's get 3 tarot to get some more information. So we have the page the Page of Swords again, Libra. So this is all about, like I was just saying, looking into what you can do, learning, okay? Pages are about learning, okay? So start to do your research, you know, like if at work you're feeling like you're falling behind, well, you know, if there's like a little course or a little class or a mentor, just anything that you can look into to sharpen your skills, you got it, do it, you know? So you have this King of Cups in reverse, along with the page, along with the, not page, I'm sorry, the 8 of Pentacles, and then at the bottom of the deck you have this heartbreak card, right? The 3 of Swords. So it feels like you're breaking your own heart, Libra. It feels like you're breaking your own heart with self-doubt, with it's like you're putting so much of your value and worth, you know, in your job, that you're breaking your own heart, you know, you're frustrating yourself, you are you're forgetting that you actually love what you do and you love the position, and you know, you're just allowing yourself to get flooded and bombarded by all this emotion that's starting to get out of control, you know? So take back the control by, you know, looking into what you can do, how you can make things better. You know, you don't have to accept being a victim of circumstance. You can take charge. There's still something you can do to keep on putting in the work and keep on going forward, okay? So what your spirit needs is this boldness, okay? So, you know, if you're just if you feel like you're just walking on this tight line, right? If you feel like things are uncertain and you're just not sure, well, what your spirit needs is to just go ahead and just be bold. Just do it, just go for it, just take the action, and you are definitely there, Libra, because you are in this energy of mastery. Your overall energy for the month is mastery and feeling self-sufficient and self-reliant. So the way to be that and get there is to just be bold. Do what you got to do. Take that step, you know, whatever you're going to be looking into to make those changes. Like, hey, you got it, Libra. Like, you got this. So what's the most important thing you need to know right now? You have this bullying and persecution, okay? So if there is someone making you feel less than, which is what I was feeling over here with this self-doubt at work and stuff. So if there's a person, like, whether you realize it or not, this person is making you feel less than, making your self-worth go lower and lower, okay? Like, this person is really affecting you. But you have to remember, Libra, you are allowing this person to do this, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's self-esteem, okay? Self-respect. So remember, nobody can tell you how much of that you can or can't have. You're the only one that decides what that is, okay? So if somebody is, you know, doing things, saying things that's, you know, whether you realize it or not, it's been affecting how you feel about yourself, you know, you need to look at that, and it's time to make some changes. It's time to put that person in their place or walk away from them and start to heal. Because, like I said, back to this mastery, like, however you're gonna take mastery of this situation, whether it's kicking that person to the curb or just walking away from them and just letting them be. If you can't kick them out of your life, then maybe you can just distance yourself. Or if it's somebody at work, you know, if you can just politely tell them, like, hey, you know, you're not being professional, this is not working out, need to chill, you know, that type of thing. So actually now let's get your advice, your one card of advice. So before I get into the advice, I'd just like to say one last thing, Libra, which is, overall, it looks like your spread for the month is just about you being bold, taking charge of your life, putting people in their place, you know, with boundaries, and that's how you do that self-mastery and get into this 9 of Pentacles of looking and feeling great inside and out, okay? Taking charge, being bold. So one advice from Spirit, one card for you for advice for September 2025 for Libra. And you have this card, Detox. So this detox 49 breaks down to a 13, which is that death and transformation card energy, right? And then of course the 13 breaks down to that 4, which is your foundation, and also the Emperor, which is mastery, okay? That's you right there, your energy, mastery. So detoxing, you know, purging people, situations that are not working out for you, over here in your health, you know, your physical, mental, emotional health. No more laziness, taking action, you know, being bold, setting boundaries with people, you know, giving you yourself and your lover grace, and, you know, being just. So this is all the purging, this detox, you know, that you could be going through. You could try this month of September, that will help better your life. Okay, Libra, so that's what I have for you. If this resonates with you, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for the love, and I will see you next time. Bye.